Hey everybody, and welcome to Brecon Camp. Pastor Stephen was at Brecon Camp 9 years ago. That was before I was even born. I mean bought, but before I was even bought. Anyway, he's here today to tell us the story of Gideon. Yeah, I might get wet here. It's possible. Or dry. It just depends. Enjoy! Hey boys and girls, mums and dads, and everybody that's watching, welcome to StoryTime. Now, this is a bit of a special one. Anybody can watch it, but it's created especially for those of you who are not at Brecon Camp today. Wait, none of you are at Brecon Camp? Well, that's true. But some of you would be at Brecon Camp, but you're not, because it's probably raining too much there. Well, wait, you still go when it rains. I know, we'll get back to normal hopefully soon, but right now, happy Sabbath, everybody, and I'm going to tell you a story about Gideon. Now, it's amazing that we know anything about Gideon, because he was Mr. Nobody. Nobody knew about Gideon. I mean, if anybody had to be left at home to do the chores while everybody else went out, it was Gideon. But the Israelites, they were having some problems. They weren't following God, and when you don't do what God says, sometimes, maybe all the while, you're going to have some problems. And so the Israelites were like, God, help us. The Midianites keep coming and taking all of our food. We grow it, we put all the work in, and then we harvest it, and they're like, hello, we're here. Thank you very much. We'll have your food. And then the Israelites would go hungry. And the Israelites were like, God, what's going on here? And God's like, you're worshiping idols. Have you noticed? You're worshiping idols, and call out to the idols. Well, the idols aren't listening. God, would you help us, please? And so God goes, okay. And came down to Gideon, and Gideon's like, whoa, who are you guys? And God says, well, I'm going to save your people through you. In fact, you're going to lead Israel, and you're going to save the people. And Gideon's like, I don't think so. This happens a lot in the scriptures, by the way. God comes down and says, I'm going to help the people. Yay! And I'm going to do it through you. And Gideon's like, well, I don't know. And God's like, well, make me some food. And Gideon makes lots of food, and they cook and have a nice time and brings out the meal. And then God gets the stuff and goes, and all the food disappears. Like it's eaten by fire. And Gideon's like, huh. So God says, now are you ready to help me? And Gideon's like, okay, well, let's go get rid of some idols. Because, that's not helping anything. It doesn't really matter if we get rid of the Midianites and we still keep worshiping idols. Go get rid of the idols, and that goes okay. Because they're not fighting the Midianites yet. They're just getting rid of some of their own stuff in their own area. And God's like, okay, well, let's go get rid of the Midianites now. And Gideon's like, I don't know if I'm really your guy for that. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to need a sign. Let's see, what could the sign be? Tell you what, I've got this puppet creature, fabulous puppet creature. Why don't we make him go outside and sleep tonight? And then in the morning, if he's wet, but everything else is dry, I'll know that you've got some power there, God, and I'll do it. So, puppet friend, hello?
Huh? Me? But I stay dry, right? Everything else is wet, and I stay dry. Okay. What? Oh, I get wet? Yeah, I know. My eyes don't close. I sleep with my eyes open. Here we go. Really? Well, definitely feels like Brecon now.
Gideon thought that was pretty cool, but sometimes when we think it's God doing amazing things, sometimes our head goes, well, maybe that wasn't God. Maybe that just happened and I'm going insane. So Gideon's like, well, I tell you what, God, that was pretty cool. How about we change that around and do opposites? And this time my puppet friend goes outside and stays dry and everything else is wet.
Again? But I stay dry, right? Everything else is wet, and I stay dry.
Dry this time.
Okay.
Everything's going to be fine.
If I stay dry, I'll do it again. If I stay dry, okay. Here I go. Again, I can't actually sleep. Is it done yet?
And so Gideon was like, okay, I'll put the word out. Let's get some Israelites together and go fight all these Midianites and the Calamanites and calamity this. And, get rid of these people. So he puts the word out. I don't know how he did it. It wasn't with email. He didn't text anybody. Might have been some trumpets involved. I don't know. But he gets some people together and there's 32,000 of them. And Gideon's like, could we use some more? And God's like, no, you could use less. And Gideon's like, wait, there's a lot of Midianites. And I know 32,000 is a lot of people. Like if you go to church and there's 32,000 people there, it's kind of a big deal. If you went to Brecon and there were 32,000 people there, that would be like, wow. But when you're fighting the Midianites, 32,000 is not very many. So God's like, we need less. And Gideon's like, okay, everybody, we need less. So if any of you are scared or don't want to be here or are getting hungry and think you should go home, go home. I'm guessing that Gideon thought maybe 5 or 6 might go. 22,000 people left. 32,000 minus 22,000. There's 10,000 people left. Yeah, I can do some math. And so Gideon's like, wow, we're going to do this with 10,000 people. And God goes, nope. Oh, good. Send me some more. And God's like, no, send some more home. Tell you what, go down to the river. Remember the river there at Brecon? It sort of flows down by where the caravans are. Go down there and take a look at how people drink. If they drink like a dog, and they go down on their knees and just like and lick it up by looking down, tell them they can stay at camp and go back to their tents. Everybody else, hang on to them. 9,700 people drank water like a dog. And Gideon told them to go stay in their tents, which left him with 10,000 minus 9,700 equals 300 people left. Now, 300 people at Brecon Camp, that'd be pretty good. If 300 people showed up at my church, that'd be a good day. But for fighting the Midianites, that's a lot of people with not many people to fight them. But you see, it's not just 300. It's 301. Because God was there too. And God's like to Gideon, are you scared yet? And Gideon's like, okay, says God, go down to the camp and just listen. Take your friend, and go down to the camp and listen and see what you hear. And Gideon hears people talking about him, saying, I had a dream, and in my dream, this Gideon man came, and he won. It's just a dream, though. It's not very likely. We're the Midianites. But Gideon's like, wow, That's amazing that God can do that. So, okay, God, what's the plan? And so Gideon went up and told his 300 people to get a torch and a jar and put the jar over the torch and to line up around the camp. And when they hear the trumpet blast, then they were to smash the jars, hold up the torches, blow their trumpets, and call out, "Fight for Gideon and the Lord!" And they did. So they went all around the camp. They smashed their torches when they heard the trumpet go. They blew their trumpets and they shouted, "Fight for the Lord and for Gideon." That's what they did. And all the Midianites and the Kalamatites and the Amalekites and all the ites, they went, "Ah!" And they started fighting each other and running away. And that was it. Do you know, sometimes you have so many problems that, hey, you don't think you can handle them all. But sometimes some of your problems solve some of your other problems. I know. And God was able to save the Israelites from the Midianites, and they could farm again and eat their food. And I wish I could say that the Israelites lived happily ever after, but, well, they would do some stuff again that they weren't supposed to do. And God would come save them again and again and again and again until one day he sent his son to save all of us and all of our problems. Hey, thanks for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. It's great being here. One day I'm going to get on a plane again and come to England, Wales. I mean, I'll land in England and then drive to Wales. Take care, you guys. God bless you all. Have a wonderful Sabbath. And kids, keep learning about God. He's awesome. Take care.